Professor Crotty, the research from you and your team that's been featured in the New York Times and has been recently held up by Dr. Fauci at a congressional hearing has been key to our understanding about how our immune system reacts to this new coronavirus and its implications for vaccines. I've gathered a lot of questions from our viewers about immunity and vaccines, including the basic question, how safe are mRNA vaccines? But before we get to those questions, can you briefly explain your most recent research about SARS-CoV-2?
Sure. The most recent was to ask, essentially, do people have immune memory to this virus or not? And what does that memory look like? And immune memory really is a lot like brain memory. You've seen something before, and your immune system has figured out how to recognize it and remember it. It's really one of three major parts. That you've got antibodies, then you've got helper T cells, and you've got killer T cells. And the simple way to think about those is antibodies are really good at stopping a virus outside of cells, but once a virus has infected the cells, then you really need T cells. T cells are specialized for dealing with infected cells. And antibodies get made by B cells. And so in terms of memory, you've really got memory B cells that can make the antibodies. You've got the antibodies that are actually circulating in your blood. And then you've got these two kinds of T cells that can either kill cells or have other jobs. And so what we did was to ask, in people who had had COVID-19, do they have these four kinds of memory and some subflavors of those? How much of that and how long did it last? And the quick answer was essentially like 95% of people at 6 to 8 months post-infection really had a robust amount of immune memory based on these measurements we did. And this is the largest study of immune memory ever in people to actually measure all of these different parts of immune memory. So it was a lot of work, but the results were pretty interesting, that people's immune system do tend to be remembering this virus pretty well. So that was our recent study.